Hi all, I am Kumaravil from Mechanical Department, Sri Shanmuga College of Engineering and Technology. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the topic of Environmental Protection Act 1986. In our previous video, we already discussed what are the Factories Act followed by the all industries. So in this video, what are the Environmental Protection Act, what are the key points and what are all the provisions in the Environmental Protection Act 1986 in the short form. It is a EPA 1986. So now move on to the topic. So before going to the topic, first of all of you must know about the objectives of the course. Okay. First of all, first one, that is to understand the environmental protection framework. So after that, the knowledge of legal provisions. So legal provisions means what is the structure of act, and then what is the rules and regulation under the EPA Act. So after that, the third one, the pollution control and then prevention. So in this regard, to learn how to this act controls the air, water, and then soil pollutions. Okay. So after that, so there is a fourth one, that is a role of central government in that EPA Act, that is the Environmental Protection Act. In this regard, to analyze the power of the central government as well as the state government also, right? So after that, fifth one, that is the hazardous substance management. So in this regard, to understand the safe handling of hazardous materials and hazardous substance, how to storage the hazardous substance, and then how to, there's a waste disposal method, right? So these are the main course objectives. So after that, we have a short introduction. So the Environmental Protection Act was enacted in the year of 1986 with the objective of providing. So the main objective is to providing uh, providing the protection and the improvement of the environment, right? So it also empowers the central government to establish the authorities charged with the mandate of preventing the environmental pollutions in all the forms, and also tackle the specific environmental problems such as main disaster, that is like a tsunami, uh, like that, specific environmental problems so that are peculiar to the different parts of the country, right? So after that, this act is the one of the most comprehensive legislations with a pretext of protection and improvement of the environment. So the main background means that is the roots. The roots of the enactment of EPA lies in the United Nations Conference of the Human Environment held at the Stockholm, June 1972. This conference also called as the Stockholm Conference. So in which the India is participated to take appropriate steps for the improvement of human environment as well as natural environment also. The act implements the decisions made at the Stockholm Conference. So what are the constitutional provisions in the EPA Act? So it was enacted under the Article 253 of Indian Constitution. It provides though for the enactment of legislation for giving effect to the international agreements. So this is under the Act Article 253. So the Article 48A of the Constitution specifies that the state shall endeavor to protect and improve the environment and to safeguard the forest and wildlife of the country. This particularly to the state government. It's a, then Article 51A, it also provides that every citizen shall protect the environment. This is comes under Article 51A. So every citizen protect the environment. It comes under Article 51E, right? So next thing, that is coverage. So this act is applicable for the all the state of our India, including the Jammu and Kashmir also, not only for Tamil Nadu and not only for the Kerala and Karnataka. So whole India, right? So what are the salient features of that is the EPA 1986 Act? So in this act, from this act, so first thing, the power of the central government, right? So the central government is also empowered. So the main thing is to protect the environment from the disasters and then some hazardous substance, right? To power to take all such measures to deems necessary. The main purpose is protecting and improving the quality of the environment, coordination with the state governments, right? So also the state government has also empowered to so the plan and execute the nationwide program regarding environmental act and environmental safeguards. So like that. So after that, to lay down the standards for the quality of environment in the various aspects. So this is also the extra power of central government based on this EPA Act. So next one, so to lay down the emission of discharge of environmental pollutants from the various sources like as air pollution and water pollutions and also the soil pollutions, right? So to set the maximum level based on this EPA Act. So and also the restriction of area in which the any industries, so operations or process or class of industries or process not to be carried out subject to the certain safeguards, right? So next thing, so and although the central government may appoint the officers for under this act, that is the Act of 1986, for the various purpose of corresponding powers and then functions. So based on this EPA Act, the central government has the power to direct the closures, prohibitions, or regulations of any industries, operations, or process, and then to stoppage or regulations of supply of electricity or water or any other service, right? So these are the central government regulations based on this act. After that, the central government has some extra powers to restriction of pollutant discharge and also the compliance with the procedural safeguards uh, and the power of the entry and inspection in the any places in the overall the India, right? So power of entry and inspection for the inspection of compliance of any orders, notification, the direction given under this act. So based on this act, the central governments may direct the officers to check the environmental protections based on this act. And also to establishment of the environmental laboratories and also to appointment the government analyst. So in this aspect, the government analyst is appointed by the central government for analyzing the samples of air, uh, water, and the soil and other substance to the recognized central laboratory to check the in this based on this point to check the soil samples and water samples and also other hazardous substance in a particular place. So, and also the penalties for the offenses. So the non-compliance to any provisions of this act, so consider as a offense. So based on this offense under the EPA are punishable with the imprisonment up to the 5 years and the fine 1 lakh rupees or both the things based on the offenses, right? and also the offenses by the company. Based on this act, the company and also the offenses by the government departments. The act not only for the humans and also the companies and also the government department also. So cognizance of the offenses. So next thing, what are the main drawbacks of this act? So in this act, that is the Environmental Protection Act, the complete centralization of the act. So based on this point, the full power, the central government has the full power based on this act. The state government has no power to control the any other activities regarding soil take no powers to state governments. So in this based on this act, there are no public participations. So and also the incomplete coverage of pollutants. So this is the main drawbacks in this act. The act does not cover the minimum amount of pollutants, right? The act does not address the modern concept of pollution such as noise pollutions, overburdened transport systems, and then radiations. These are the items to be does not covered in this EPA Act. Radiation waves, which are also the important cause of the main such as noise pollution and also overburdened transport systems and also the radiation waves. So these are the this act have the incomplete coverage of pollutants. So next thing, that is the National Environment Appellate Authority, that is in the short form NEAA, and that is the National Green Tribunal. In the Tamil, that is Desiya Pasumai Tirpayam, right? That is the National Green Tribunal, NGT. So it was established by the central government under the National Environment Appellate Authority Act, that is in 1997. It was established to hear the appeal. So regarding the restriction of areas which any industries process then operations so shall be or shall not be carried out subject to the certain safeguards. So under the Environmental Protection Act 1986. However, the NEAA, so along with the National Tribunal, was found to inadequate, giving the rise to demand the institutions to deal with the environmental cases so more efficiently and effectively. So as a result, that is the National Green Tribunal in Tamil, that is the Desiya Pasumai Tirpayam, was established in the year of 2010. So under the National Green Tribunal Act 2010 for effective and expeditious disposal of cases relating to the environmental protections. So along with the Environmental Protection Act, that is the 1986, that is the NGT, that is the National Green Tribunal, also deals with the civil cases. So the important notification issued under that is based on the EPA Act. The Coastal Regulations Zone Notification 1991, so which regulates the activities along with the coastal stretches. So in the December 2018, the Union Cabinet approved the Coastal Regulation Zone, that is a CRZ notification 2018. The environmental impact assessment of development projects notification. So these are the international conventions for the EPA to which India is a signatory. These are all the India signed protection acts. So first one, that is the Montreal Protocol to the Vienna Convention on substance that deplete the ozone layer, 1987. So Basel Convention on transboundary movement of hazardous waste, 1989. Rotterdam Convention, that is the 1998. Stockholm Convention on persistent organic pollutants, that is the POPs. So UN Framework Convention on Climate Changes, that is the UNFCCC, 1992. So Convention on Biological Diversity, 1992, and also the UN Conventions to combat desertification, 1994.